it feels like a lot of times people will be like, girls are taking over. And it's like, who? Like, you're talking about like a couple of chicks who have a couple of popular songs. It doesn't really feel like it's that real, right?
No, they're not taking over. But I feel like they're being pushed forward more.
Yeah.
And I feel like now, for example, I feel like girls that listen to hip hop were limited. They're like, oh, we can only listen to these few rappers. Now it's opened up a little bit more. Although, like, let's say City Girls. City Girls are not known for their music at all. JT is now known for being Uzi's girlfriend. And the other girl, Young Miami, she's now known for being with Diddy, having her own reality show, stuff like that. So musically, they're not really talked about as much.
I'm basically totally blind to their music. AD always tells me that they play it in the club a lot.
They do.
I'm not really like even sure exactly what they sound like. I've listened to it a little bit, and it really made almost no impression on me.
I've heard the song that Lil Yachty wrote. That's it. Saweetie, for instance, she had a couple of songs that were going crazy in the club. I don't know what she's doing. She's kind of completely out of the conversation of music.
A bunch of the girls who were really being pushed hard a couple of years ago, like Sweetie and Mulatto and shit, that it feels like maybe the industry sort of stopped pumping money into their career at a certain point.
She's doing good.
You think she is?
Yeah.
Okay.
She actually had a good. She had a song with Lil Wayne. A friend of mine told me to listen to it. It's called, like, I think it's Sunshine or something. She's actually pretty good. I listened to her album,
Right.
777. She's got some talent, but she's also a female rapper that kind of moves off of the image as well.
Yeah.
She complements it with the music, so I have to give her credit for that. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I haven't gotten a gauge if women enjoy Ice Spice yet.
Yeah, the Ice Spice thing, I kind of feel bad for her because it's a lot like the Leray thing where there's like a seed of potential. There's like a cool song or a cool TikTok at the very least. And then as soon as that little bit of them becoming a star pops up, they just get put under the most intense microscope where if Ice Spice drops a single and it doesn't hit like the way that the few have already, it's just going to be perceived as like such a massive L. Whereas like, you know, during Pooh Shiesty's rise, he definitely put out singles that maybe didn't hit the same way that certain ones did. And it wasn't viewed as this like catastrophic blow to their career. But you see how every time there's already been multiple viral clips of like, look at her rolling loud and she's kind of awkward on stage, or look at her at this club and people aren't really looking at her and shit. You know, she gets put under this crazy microscope and she's clearly not that developed as an artist, right?
She's not. And I think it's different from Coi Leray because Coi Leray, she kind of had a build up. Like people were a little bit familiarized with her.
I interviewed her way before she was popping. I interviewed her at Rolling Loud like 2018 or some shit.
Yeah, Ice Spice is kind of like boom, out of here. Like I asked a question on Twitter the other day and I was like, oh, is Ice Spice Munch the new CJ Whoopty? Because CJ had Whoopty, it went, I don't know what he's doing now.
But I feel like people genuinely like Munch and they like her. And with CJ, it was kind of like, here's this hot song from this guy that the people genuinely don't really like.
But I think people enjoyed the whole Whoopty song. I don't know if they enjoy the whole Munch song. Because let's just say you've heard it. How many views do you think the music video has right now on YouTube?
Munch.
Yeah.
20 million. 10 million.
I checked like yesterday. It's like at 10.
Yeah.
So I think
it's not that out of there.
I think it's one of those songs that people hear the snippet and they don't feel compelled to check it out.
Yeah. And I think that song is one of those TikTok hits because you see it in the live performance where people are freaking out about that one part and they feel kind of lost for the rest of the song.
Yeah, and that's kind of the danger. Like, she's having a lot of success now. I saw this one clip. I think she posted it earlier today where she was rapping a verse from, I don't know if it was an upcoming song. And it wasn't bad. It was actually a little bit better. But she's in a position where if the next song doesn't hit, and she's also in this position where her team is probably like, we don't want to release music. Some Munch remix is supposed to come out. So they hold her back. Her catalog is like 3 songs.
Right.
So by the time they do this whole year or so of Munch, people are like, okay, we're done. We're munched out.
All right, people, we just hit 300,000 subscribers. You know we're trying to hit 400,000 subscribers. So that little red button, tap it, tap in. Appreciate y'all.